at me. Hi guys, Roughly, welcome back to my channel. Roughly, today we're going to be talking about what I wish people would have told me would happen to me when I go on hormones. But then again, everyone's journey is different, and how expensive in one sense your transition well and truly is, because it adds up. It really does. And we'll start off with what I wish someone would have told me, roughly, that would happen to me when I started hormones. One being my hairline. That my hairline would have completely changed, because I have, the camera's not showing it, but I have an entire new lower hairline and it's more rounded. I didn't know that some people can get this, because some people have to have surgery to fix their hairline, but I didn't need surgery because I combined hormones with pumpkin seed oil, roughly, and they worked perfectly fine to help me give me a new hairline. But I didn't know that it happens to some people it don't. And one thing I've noticed as well is my eyebrows, I've let them grow out because I want to get them done. They've gone thicker and a little bit more arched. So that's something new. I didn't know this. Number 2. So my bra strap's bothering me. Number 2 would be food cravings. I didn't know, roughly, that this was a thing, because the first time I craved a really good food was ice cream. I couldn't get enough of it off there. I just woke up one day roughly wanting ice cream, and it stayed like that for about 2 or 3 days. I don't know if they call it food versions or whatever it is, but thing is, all I know is that's what's happened. And the second time it happened, I craved spicy food. And I don't eat meat, but I do eat spicy bean burgers, and they can be quite spicy, but it's enough of a good spice where you know roughly that it's got flavour in it. But the thing is, I was craving spicy stuff, including spicy crisps. Yeah. I know in other countries you call what we call crisp chips, but our chips are completely different from crisps. That was one thing. And I also have had another slight craving, and that is for crisps again, but sour cream. I've had Pringles, roughly sour cream ones, yesterday and today, and I actually want to buy another packet. So there's a little bit of craving there. One thing, number 3 would be that, yes, your body changes, but if you have fat roughly on your basically stomach and stuff, that you will end up losing weight in your stomach. I didn't know. I knew roughly the hormones would be transferring fat to different places, but what I didn't know is that my stomach would get smaller due to being on hormones and a blocker. And I'll show you what I mean. My stomach used to be a lot bigger. My stomach, as you guys can see, is pretty flat here and a little bit fatty here. And what it is the hormones doing that. This is more flatter. If I wanted to basically tone this down, I could, and it'd be a lot more flat on, so with this bit. But that's something that's happening, is the fat that's transferring here. It's going toward this baby, and this baby. And number 4 being that, because of what what's happening in the previous one where you are losing weight in your stomach around this area is you are going to be losing your back size in your bras, which means you'll be forking out for another set of bras. And I know this because mine, I'm on the first setting, literally is like this. And now if I put it onto the second one and third one, it's a little bit tighter, but it's still loose. And it's the same with my other bras because all the fat is changing and distributing around your body. Number 5 being that no matter what your genetics, you will either end up with small breasts, no breasts, or basically big breasts. No matter your family's genes, roughly, I come from a family of big-breasted women, and I will end up with half of what my mum has, and my mum's she's an F cup, and half of what your sisters are, and they are around about a D to G cup. And so far at the moment I am currently at a B cup, and I can tell this bra is loose because this bit at the bottom where the bones are is rising up, and it's not supposed to do that. Okay. Right. One thing. Right. Well, now that's basically what has been going off. I can't say any more roughly that I've noticed roughly because with hormones, when you start to get near the 2-year mark, things slow down for you. And I know roughly I still have room to grow in this area. I know around the 2 to 3 year mark roughly, that's where everything starts finishing in the breast area roughly. So I've always said whatever I get I'm completely happy with, and I am a B cup and I'm completely fine with that at the moment roughly, because for one I don't know if I really would want big breasts. Maybe a C cup, but that's about it. But now no one told me that going into transition it's going to be shit tons expensive. Oh, the amount of money I've spent on clothes. Since I was 17, I've worn female clothing since I was 17 roughly, so I've not really experienced going into adulthood roughly wearing men's clothing. I always wore women's clothing. For some reason the light's really bright. But the only thing I did wear was, and I still wear, is men's socks because they're more thicker. Especially in winter, they keep your feet more warmer. That's the only thing I do. Other than that, hell no. But I've been wearing female clothing since I was 17, including boots. It took me a while to figure out my shoe size. I remember when I thought I was a size 8. And there wasn't really that much room, and that's a whole nother freaking lesson. But I must have spent hundreds and hundreds of pounds just on clothing, and believe it or not I have more clothes on the way, and I'm buying more on Tuesday. And my entire chest of the drawers is full of clothes, including coats, jackets, blazers, jeans, tops, bras roughly. Another thing that no one would have told me roughly, that's when you're going to transition, which is number 6, is that if you are wearing a bra pre-transition to any hormones, it is completely different to how it is now. No one tells you roughly that when you are running that you have more weight and these start doing this. even though you're wearing something supportive, these start jiggling. Even when you're walking, they start jiggling and start doing that. No one tells you these kinds of things, roughly, that, yeah, you're supported, but you feel the way that you're bouncing up and down. Ugh. I brought roughly my first bra when I like proper developed. I guessed my bra size roughly. I was a 40B. Then, sorry, as I started losing a little bit of weight roughly and the fat around certain areas, I ended up being a 48B, and I think I've got to go down to a 36B. So roughly no one tells you that you are going to be changing bra size throughout the years, obviously while maintaining weight. And the one thing that's super important to us transgender women is our hair. No one tells you roughly that you have to basically go in for regular cuts. If you want to change up your style, how expensive this stuff is going to be. I once spent £100, no, it was 120 for a full head of highlights and low lights, Olaplex treatments, and it looked good for a while, and then all of a sudden the true form, I had all highlights slightly here, but they were spaced out so badly, and then the back was the worst. I shared a video with you guys. Then I had to spend another £100 to get it fixed, and throughout the years I have another £100 to get it all fixed for a full head of highlights that included toner, everything. But no one tells you roughly that this, and throughout the years since I was 17, I've done all kinds of hairstyles. I've bleached, I've embraced a little bit of my curly hair, roughly I've done all kinds of things. I brought box dye, I've used e-salon, I've mostly maintained my haircuts myself. I still kind of do. I'm going to be getting my hair professionally washed and cut in, I wanted to do 2 months, but my hair, because I had that period of not touching heat for about 3, nearly 4 months, it really helped my hair. Now, you do get a bit of breakage, obviously, that's just normal, and because my hair is naturally curly, it's quite fragile as well, so it breaks off more easier. But I have to embrace, the little bits of breakage that I had, when I removed the henna and stuff and that lot. So there's that. And if you want to add length, roughly, and stuff, roughly, you have to fork out for extensions. I forked out £200 for extensions, and I had to buy an additional piece because my hair is medium to thick. And it was perfectly fine, more blended here, but you could see a huge chunk of my hair. So I have had to invest in a lot of stuff, including a volumizing weft which will fill in that gaps because I have thick coarse hair, or medium to thick. And I can't say roughly that I brought my straighteners and my hairdryer because that was a gift. But I decided roughly to style my extensions and buy a 7-in-1 curling wand, which is about 80 quid. Yeah, obviously with discount when I got the extension piece, roughly the volumizer. I also bought a hair oil that's got collagen in it. And my hair care collection is 3 tubs of hair care products. Yep, no one told you this. That basically you end up spending a shit ton of money on just hair care. I use a lot of natural oils. I use sulfate free shampoos. and the art, and the stuff piles up. Let me tell you that. I also have facial brushes. I have 3 of them. I had my very first one that was battery operated, and I love that one. Then I tried a rechargeable one, obviously a cheaper version, and then I found my one that was a dupe for the Clarisonic, and that added up as well, roughly, because facial brushes make your face so much smoother as well. And what no one tells you as well is not only you've got those things, because you've got shoes as well. I've got a huge collection of shoes. I have a huge collection of bags. But then you also have to include jewellery, makeup. And one thing that most people don't talk about is you also invest in a vanity area. I'll see if I can get it shown off. There we go. As you guys can see my vintage perfume, and that's my vanity setup, where you can see this huge gap. That's where another light bar is going to be going, so it's like a Hollywood mirror. That's what I want. There's my Foxy Locks extensions. I also have a jewellery box with a nice fake lamp. I have my vintage set here, and this is where all my clothes are. Bras, knickers and socks. That's where my, what's in there, belts and my satin bonnets in there. And then this is all full of clothes. No one tells you roughly that you want your own kind of like personal area roughly just to get ready. No one tells you this, and it adds up. Those light bars are £30 each. Then you have to pay for a frameless mirror. I did that roughly, and this is one I've DIY'd myself. And if I could somehow make those light bars go into one another so they all just light up, I would. That mirror, that little round mirror, I paid for myself, and it's the best thing ever. And that's my Foxy Locks extensions. I cannot wait to officially clip them in. My hair is still soft and it's still practically straight, but no one tells you this, roughly, of all the stuff that you have to buy. It does add up roughly, but thing is, it's worth it in the end. Then you have to add, if you are working, the price of hormones. Now with us here in Nottingham, aka the UK, you do get your hormones at an affordable price instead of going privately, because I know that's quite expensive when you go private. But it's a lot more cheaper roughly as well, and you have to include the fact there's a blocker. And then you also have to include how you want your bedroom to be. Do you want it to stay slightly masculine, or do you want it to stay feminine? The amount of stuff that I've invested in. I did have a Malum IKEA vanity desk, but I changed that into my computer desk, and I will be paying £215 on another vanity desk. For a vintage looking one, I also have another vintage perfume bottle that sprays coming. I also have a basically vintage set that's coming as well, where you can put face creams and stuff in it. It just adds up. I have a lot of stuff coming up roughly. It's never ending. And then literally you have to, if you want to have acrylic nails, you have to add that on, and then there's the price of your eyebrows if you want them fixed. Believe it or not, literally I usually go thickish on my eyebrows, but this time I'm going to go a little bit thinner because I've done thick / medium eyebrows for many years now, and I think it's time to just go a little bit thinner as well. Then you have to add the cost of makeup as well, roughly. You've got foundation and stuff. Now for me, roughly, my palettes, eyeshadow palettes, they come every year. They're most probably expired now, but the thing is, I'm not getting rid of them 2 of them, no, for all 4 of them have sentimental value. 2 of them my sister brought, and 2 of them my mum brought. And my mum buys me the Revolution big huge ones for every Christmas. And I love it. So there's all that waffle that it becomes expensive. Then you have to add, you know, like your personal hygiene problems as well. You have to do arm rolls, antiperspirants, lotions and potions and like that. It adds up. And then literally there's the cost of hairbrushes, hair styling tools. It adds up. The amount of money I've spent on wooden brushes. I've done the most expensive ones roughly, and now the cheap ones. Then I've changed them up to sugar bear ones. I have ones that I bought on Vinted. I have ones from Olivia Garden, and that are, they just, the money piles up. Yeah, you agree, don't you? And then there's the cost of colouring your hair. Believe it or not, literally my hair is staying my natural colour, which is light brown, for a good while. And then I'm going to, when my hair's of decent length, maybe about down to here, I'm going to have it highlighted and blended in an ombre effect to a honey blonde. So it'd be my natural colour with a honey blonde. And then I'm going to get the Foxy Locks honey spiced ombre roughly, which is a light brown, into a honey blonde roughly, which is what I want. But that's not going to be for a long time. Yeah, there's that. Oh, and you also most probably will end up finding out that you are different in top size than you are in jean size or bottom size. I currently am a size 16 in jeans and a size 16 on top, but I could end up being, because I don't know how curvy I'm going to get, I could end up being an 18. I can also fit in size 14 tops as well, by the way. But thing is, I could be an 18 and hit next time you see me. And you never know. But the thing is, I have spent a lot of money just on making myself more happier throughout the years. I have always been myself. I've always stayed true to myself in one form or another, where I have a side shave or whatever. I've always been myself. Now I wouldn't do a side shave and stuff anymore because it's just not me as a person now. Hair extensions, roughly, and my long hair is my main priority. Have I achieved long hair? Hell yeah. Now I do tend to dye my hair a lot, but I am not doing that for maybe about a year, maybe a year and a half. I want to get my hair as long as I can, and I'll also be wearing extensions. And we're going to be having some fun on this channel, trying, because with the Foxy Locks hair wand, it comes with 7 attachments, so we're going to try different ones on camera and we're going to have fun. Now the problem is I can't blend my shortish hair with the extensions at the bottom, but hopefully with the volumizing piece it will help disguise some of that, so I won't have so much of a problem. But I also have, because like I said, it adds up, I have a straightening comb. What it is, it's just a comb that clamps in your hair, so when you straighten your hair you put straightener here and the comb just follows through to give you a more smoother finish. I've got that coming. It just adds up lovely, and you have to be prepared to accept the fact that it's going to be expensive. So yeah, roughly that's what's to come. Roughly I'll be doing basically a vanity area tour pretty soon, but I won't be doing that until I get my new vanity, because once I do, my chest of drawers will be moving over here. That will be moved out because that's my mum's, but this is my mum's as well, but I'm borrowing it. And my mini fridge will be coming out, and my TV and my consoles and stuff will be on here. DVDs will be back in there. And I'm also wanting a collage of all the pictures of me throughout the years with different hairstyles, and like now with extensions and like my long short hair and that, because for one, literally we're going to have a blast, because I suffered depression for the longest of times because I was looking forward to the changes, and then the changes stopped, then they got screwed up and that, and I went into deep depression amongst other things that went off in my life. And I'm just slowly starting to pick myself up again and start to take care of myself, because I've not been doing that. And when my mum called me crazy for investing £200 in extensions, but thing is, they made the biggest difference, and the biggest difference in my confidence. And I cannot wait till basically my Foxy Locks order comes, because the ends of my hair, they're not completely dry, they're soft. That's how you know my hair is healthy. It's not too dry, it's a dry, soft texture. I cannot wait for that to come, because I have the hair oil. I'm a sucker for hair oil, and I can't wait to try it. And to basically wear full extensions wherever I want. I mean, I don't need it. My hair is long and it looks good, like just like this, even after it's basically nearly been a week wearing my hair straight. The difference is, roughly, I can rock my hair like this now, but thing is, I want added length for fun and to add curls and stuff to my hair, because my hair is naturally curly and I loved having my natural curls, but with my hair being so short, it's a problem. It could have been long now, but thing is, I've had too much fun doing a hell of a lot of stuff to my hair, and I'm just at the moment taking a break from all that. Am I going to be using heat? Yep. Roughly, I love having my hair straight. It looks good. It brings out my feminine side, roughly, even though curly hair is feminine as well. But my hair just kept getting shorter and shorter with all the spirals that were coming in some areas. Some areas were not curling, some areas were curling, and it's just a mess. But with me having extensions now, I can play around with a lot of stuff, and I hope you guys are going to be coming along for the video and enjoying it amongst the way. She's right there. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff from Vinted, and I've got to pay for some stuff on Vinted on Tuesday. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.